Well, everybody knew I had a say in this at some point, right? Haha. Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. I just saw a trailer of it on television. So far, all I can tell is that they're probably gonna spend a lot of time around war-based action. And what I mean by that is, well, have you ever seen The Matrix Revolutions? Yeah, it's probably gonna be something like that. But I really hope it's not. Perhaps that was the only 15 or so seconds that they wanted to show from the movie, and maybe it's a lot better than that. It's most likely to be a form of teasing. What can I say about the actors? Now, I'll only talk about the ones playing the playable characters in the game because no one cares who the rest of these guys are. Kristen Couric. Okay, now I am the first person ever to suggest that Chun-Li should be played by Kristen Couric in an upcoming movie. I really did it like that, honestly. Anybody remember a little game called Virtua Fighter 4? Well, in the game there's this one character named Pi. If anybody knows, Pi's fighting style is about the same as Chun-Li's, not to mention that she's the same race and wears the same styling clothes. And when you look really close at the face, she looks exactly like Kristen Couric. So when I was younger, I got this idea in my head. Kristen Couric should play Chun-Li in an upcoming movie. Yeah! What now? All in all, I believe there isn't a better person to play Chun-Li. I mean, there's Zhang Ziyi, who doesn't speak English, and Michelle Yeoh, who's too old, and they would be my next best choices. But not necessarily in that order. And let's face it, Kristen Couric does not have Chun-Li's wide childbearing hips of doom. But she's still our best bet for a good performance. Though you could always get Kim Kardashian to play her from the waist down. Anyway, then we've got Neil McDonough playing Bison. I guess he works for the smaller version of Bison, and for some reason, if you look at him or his character, you'll think of the letter V. Don't ask me why, I just do. Besides, I can't really think of anybody else who could fit the part. Perhaps John Travolta. But he probably wouldn't know what the hell to do with his character. Probably wouldn't be very creative. Speaking of which, while I'm talking about Neil, why the hell do so many guys look like John Cena? It's bothering the hell out of me, and it's been doing that a long time. Then there's Michael C. Duncan. I mean, just look at this man. Now look at this man and think of the word Balrog. He fits the name perfectly. Give him an oversized pair of red boxing gloves and you got a character. It just works. Great things in the universe, I tell you. And then we've got Taboo playing as Vega. Okay, I have no idea who the hell this guy is. All I know is he better have either blonde or brown hair on screen, otherwise we're gonna have a fucking problem on our hands. And lastly, what I think is the big question about the movie is whether or not Ken and Ryu are gonna be in this movie. Well, I'm sorry to say that the answer is no. But I read on the movie's website that they plan to incorporate them in the future Street Fighter-based titles. Wow, that answers a lot. We've got this movie now, and more coming later, and there's gonna be Ken and Ryu? That sounds awesome, right? Well, hopefully this movie, when it comes out, it'll be something to look at, because my hype for this movie is way through the roof. Besides, anything's better than the American version of Street Fighter. Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li will be in theaters on February 27th. Be sure to watch the movie because I will be posting my full review on the movie soon after.